Welcome all. And today we are going to start with our topic number 3 from paper 2, that is life process in living organism. It is said that every organism has a primal tendency to maintain the continuity of its species. आता या मोठ्या वाक्याचा नेमका अर्थ काय होतो तर पृथ्वीवर जे काही सजीव अस्तित्वात आहे मग त्यामध्ये सर्व प्राणी आले आणि सर्व वनस्पती आल्या या सर्वांमध्ये एक आदिम प्रवृत्ती असते, एक नैसर्गिक प्रवृत्ती असते, ती म्हणजे आपल्या प्रजातीचं अस्तित्व हे टिकून राहिलं पाहिजे. अँड टू मेंटेन दिस कंटिन्युटी ऑफ द स्पीसीज, आपल्या प्रजातीचं अस्तित्व टिकवून ठेवण्यासाठी they use a process. That process is called as reproduction. So in this topic our focus will be on which process? Yes, it is reproduction. But before we start with the actual process of reproduction, we are going to learn some basic things that will be necessary while learning the further process of reproduction. So let's start with the basic unit of our body, and that is cell. Now you know that our whole body is made up of a lot of cells. But question is that exactly, or is there any actual number of cells? Yes. So in our body there are around 30 to 40 trillion cells. Now what is the meaning of trillion? Write that number 30 and after that give 12 zero. So this much cells are present in human body. आपल्या शरीरात एवढ्या प्रचंड संख्येने cells आहेत and depending upon this function all these cells are divided into 200 types. RBC, WBC, neurons, platelet, these are some types of cells. But all these 200 types of cells, they have one common thing. All these cells have nucleus. Inside that nucleus, chromosomes are present, and this number of chromosomes depends upon number of that species. For example, in human being, there are 46 chromosomes inside our nucleus. Second thing, that chromosome is made up of DNA, and DNA is made up of gene. Second common thing about all these 200 cells is that all these cells produce new cells by the process of cell division, and depending upon the cell division or depending upon the type of cell division there are two different type of cells. That means these 200 cells are again divided into two categories. So first category that we are going to learn is called as somatic cells. Now what is the meaning of somatic cells? The cells that undergo cell division by process of mitosis. That means number of chromosomes remain same. If there are 46 chromosomes in parental cell, there will be 46 chromosomes into new daughter cells. And second thing, these somatic cells, they do not participate in sexual reproductions. म्हणजे या somatic cell sexual reproduction मध्ये participate करत नाहीत, भाग घेत नाहीत. And what are the examples? Our red blood cells, white blood cells, platelets, neurons, epithelial cells. These are the examples of somatic cells. After somatic cells, let us go to our next category. This category is called as GERM, germ cells, or sometimes also called as gametic cells. So definition of this germ cell is exactly opposite to somatic cell. That means the cells that undergo cell division by the process of meiosis, in which number of chromosome becomes half. That means if human cell or if human germ cell will undergo meiosis, it will produce two new daughter cells, and these two daughter cells will have half number of chromosomes. That means 23. And the new cells that are produced from this germ cell are called as gametes. So these gametes are involved in sexual reproduction. So once again, what is the meaning of gametic cells? The cells that undergo cell division by the process of meiosis to produce gametes. And second thing, these gametes are involved in sexual reproduction. Then that type of cell are called as germ cells. Now let us come back to our actual point. What is the meaning of reproduction? Reproduction is the process in which one organism processes another organism of the same species. म्हणजे एका प्रजातीचा सजीव हा आपल्यासारख्या दुसऱ्या प्रजातीच्या सजीवाची निर्मिती करतो. And depending upon the number of parents that take part in the reproduction, and depending upon the type of cell, whether it is somatic cell or it is germ cell, this reproduction, it is again divided into two types. First type is asexual reproduction, and second type is sexual reproduction. So now we are going to learn what is the difference between this asexual and sexual reproduction in brief. अगदी थोडक्यात आपण त्या दोन्ही रिप्रोडक्शन मधला फरक समजावून घेणार आहोत. So let us start with our first reproduction, that is called as asexual reproduction. Name tells that in this reproduction, sexes, that means male and female, are not involved. So what is the first point? Only one parent is involved, and that is why this reproduction is called as uniparental. That means one organism will produce another organism like itself of the same species. There is no male, no female, single organism, and that is why only one parent is involved. Second, in this reproduction, somatic cells participate. Third thing, obviously, as somatic cells are participating, that means cell division will take place by mitosis. And last point, in this process, new organism is produced without involvement of gametes. Here gametes are not formed. Now let us go to our next reproduction, that is called as sexual reproduction. So first part will be exactly opposite. Here only one parent is involved. In sexual reproduction, two parents are involved. Out of that, one will be male, another will be female. Second point, the germ cells that are present in the body of that male and female, only those cells will participate in sexual reproduction. म्हणजे त्या सजीवाच्या किंवा जे सजीव, जो मेल आणि जो फिमेल या सेक्शुअल रिप्रोडक्शन मध्ये पार्टिसिपेट करणार आहे, त्यापैकी फक्त त्यांच्या बॉडीतल्या फक्त जर्म सेल्स पार्टिसिपेट करणार. त्यांच्या बॉडीमधल्या सोमॅटिक सेल्स या प्रोसेसमध्ये रिप्रोडक्शनच्या पार्टिसिपेट करणार नाही आहेत. हे लक्षात ठेवायचं आहे. नेक्स्ट, cell division takes place by the process of meiosis. Obviously, that means number of chromosomes will become half, and the two new cells that are formed are called as gamete. So that is the last point. In this reproduction, there is involvement of gamete. There will be a male gamete, there will be female gamete, and finally, that male and female gamete, they will unite with each other. They will combine with each other, and they will form a new organism. And original number of chromosomes will again restore. Chromosomes जो मूळचा नंबर होता तो परत आहे तसा होणार. So this is the example of sexual reproduction. But there are some drawbacks as well as benefits of sexual as well as asexual reproduction. So first let us start with asexual reproduction. As only one parent is involved and one parent or one cell will produce another cell, this asexual reproduction, it is a fast, rapid method of reproduction. या प्रोसेसमध्ये जे रिप्रोडक्शन होतं ते अतिशय वेगाने होतं. आपण एक उदाहरण घेऊया बॅक्टेरियाचं. दुधामध्ये जे बॅक्टेरिया असतात हे बॅक्टेरिया असेक्शुअल रिप्रोडक्शनने रिप्रोड्यूस करतात. तुम्ही समजा सकाळी दूध आणलं, ठीक आहे, ते दूध चांगल्या अवस्थेत असतं, पण तुम्ही ते दूध फ्रीजमध्ये किंवा कुठेतरी तापवलत नाही तर साधारण 5 ते 6 तासात किंवा धरून चला एक 10 तासात ते दूध पूर्णपणे नासून जाणार. कारण का, तर ते बॅक्टेरिया असेक्शुअल रिप्रोडक्शनने आपली संख्या एवढ्या प्रचंड प्रमाणात वाढवणार की ते पूर्ण दूध काय करून टाकणार, डिकम्पोज करून टाकणार. दॅट मीन्स फास्ट रिप्रोडक्शन or rapid method or rapidness is one benefit of this asexual reproduction, but at the same time there is a drawback. What is that drawback? As only one organism will produce another organism, there is absence of genetic recombination. म्हणजे असे जे सजीव निर्माण होतात ते अगदी तंतोतंत आपल्या पेरेंट्ससारखेच असतात. त्यांच्यामध्ये फारसे बदल झालेले नसतात किंवा जवळपास बदल नसतात. त्यामुळे आजूबाजूची जर परिस्थिती बदलली तर त्यांना पटकन ॲडॅप्ट होता येत नाही आणि अशा सजीवांचा किंवा अशा सजीवांना नष्ट होण्याचा हा जास्त धोका असतो. ऑन अदर हँड, द सेक्शुअल रिप्रोडक्शन, दिस इज अ स्लो प्रोसेस. इट इज नॉट अ रॅपिड प्रोसेस लाईक असेक्शुअल रिप्रोडक्शन, बट हिअर टू गॅमिट्स आर इन्वॉल्व्ड. Why? Because two parents are involved. That means genetic material from two different parents, it will get combined to form a new organism. That means here there is genetic recombination, and because of this genetic recombination, these organisms have better chances of adaptation and evolution. म्हणजे जर आजूबाजूची भौगोलिक परिस्थिती बदलली तर त्यानुसार स्वतःमध्ये बदल करण्याची जास्त क्षमता या असेक्शुअल रिप्रोडक्शनने निर्माण झालेल्या सजीवांमध्ये असते. So these are the benefits and drawbacks and definitions of asexual and sexual reproduction. In next video, we are going to start with the types of asexual reproduction. Thanks.